So Eileen, what was your life like before we started working together?
So I think from a gym perspective, I would certainly have classified myself as a newbie. I've attempted the gym on one or two occasions in the last number of years, and nothing's ever stuck. It's kind of been one of those things where I'll do it for a couple of weeks and then I'll just go, yeah, yes, yeah, that.
Why
And
why do you
looking
think that
back,
was?
it was probably because I didn't feel confident in there.
Yeah,
I didn't feel like I knew what I was doing. And I just gave up.
yeah,
It was probably motivation, my own motivation as well. So then after Christmas, I made the decision, right, okay, now this is it. I'm going for it. And joined the gym and was only really doing treadmill cardio. Um, on the occasion that I'd go to the gym and it was quiet, I'd kind of mess about with some of the machines, but really didn't really understand what I was doing, was just kind of going through the motions. And then obviously started working with yourself. And now I would say I feel confident in what I'm doing. I understand more about why I'm doing the things I'm doing. And I've got a genuine interest in it as well. I'm not just doing it to lose weight or just to build more muscle. I'm actually really enjoying it. And I've found myself, even like flicking through Instagram and stuff like that, actually having an interest in some of the not always great stuff that's on
yeah.
there.
Got you.
But yeah, some of it you just look and you go, yeah, whatever. But no, I certainly feel more confident, and I think more for myself is the understanding of the consistency of doing the same things consistently and making sure that I have something, a plan in my head as to what I'm going to be doing when I go in, rather than just like winging it and see how it goes. Because
Yeah,
I know then I've got a plan, I'm going to stick to it, and I can feel myself progressing then.
yeah.
So yeah, completely different now, I think.
It's like that for a lot of people, isn't it? Like, do it, you got to do it, and you probably know what you got to do, but really internalizing the why that you like, why you're doing something and why you're doing it
Yeah,
consistently or why you're doing it in that way.
yeah,
It's just like a on a mindset thing, I think.
yeah, definitely. And I think if you kind of think back to our first conversations, I didn't have a goal. I just wanted to know what to do. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Um, Whereas now I'm like, no, I want to progress and I want to achieve more, and I want to make sure that this session is better than the last session and that type of thing. So I think I'm certainly more focused and I've got a bit more direction now compared to what I had.
yeah.
Um, but no, thoroughly enjoying it.
I remember yeah, when on that first conversation, it was just a matter of kind of getting you in a position that you've said all those things, like felt more comfortable, felt more competent with what you were doing and all the
Yeah,
rest. But and there wasn't like a clear, concise goal, but
no,
we kind of made a middle ground. We said like, right, well, let's just pop you in a good deficit, like a sustainable deficit with enough food that that kind of works. And yeah, and let's just try build a bit of muscle.
and you say a deficit and enough food that works. I have never eaten more in my life. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous. I like with my work schedule during the week, I can't do 5 meals, but I do four, which is two more than I probably used to
I love
do.
that. Yeah,
But I'm eating the right things. I don't. I can't even remember the last time I had a drink. I can't. I don't have the same cravings for like junk food and sugar and things like that that I used to. I know myself that before I started working with you, I know I didn't eat enough. I know I didn't drink enough water, all that sort of thing. And I remember the first time you said, right, 4 litres of water, I was like, you were having a laugh. There is no way I can drink 4 litres of water. But I consistently drink between 3 and 4 litres of water every single day now. And I've started being able to identify when I'm thirsty as well. And I never
yeah,
used to be able to do that.
yeah,
People say, "Well, aren't you thirsty?" I just didn't know what that felt like, and I did. For me, I was probably confusing it with hunger because I didn't know. But now I can genuinely tell the difference when I'm thirsty and when I'm not.
yeah. Like we're almost removing snacks and changing them with actual meals, and then you end up eating way more than you've ever eaten in volume, and lose more weight than like what did we actually achieve with when we worked together?
So since we've started, I've lost £9.
Nice.
£9.
That's good. In
So
what time frame?
In total, I've lost £15, but that's since Christmas. So I'd only lost like £5-6 before I started working with you, and that was 3-4 times a week, just doing cardio. Now I'm doing 3, sometimes 4, depending on how I'm feeling, weight sessions, followed by about 15-20 minutes of cardio usually, and I've lost £9 in the last 7 weeks.
Yeah, about that.
But I've dropped a dress size. I feel so much better. My skin's better. Like, even my hands are smaller. It's weird. Honestly, my hands are small. It's weird. But
that's
yeah,
a new one. I've not had that before.
your hands are shrunk. I don't think they've shrunk. I think they've just got slimmer. That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm really, really chuffed. Really chuffed. So yeah, £9 in 7 or 8 weeks.
Awesome. Good. And then, I mean, you've kind of answered this already, but how would you say as like things are different now?
I definitely feel more comfortable in the gym. Definitely feel more confident. I would never, 2 months ago, I would never have walked into that bottom part of the gym where all the weights are. Never in a million years. Now I'll walk in there, and if whatever I want isn't available, I'll see if there's something else that I can use, and if not, I'll wait.
Yeah.
And it doesn't bother me waiting in a massive crowded area full of people.
Awesome. I saw you in there like 6 o'clock the other night as well. It might have been like around that time when it's like really peak busy. It was like,
yeah. But yeah, no, I've never ever would have gone into that bottom part of the gym. Now I haven't got a problem with it. I feel much more confident in what I'm doing there. I understand why I'm doing certain things. And I think I always aim to do that little bit more. But no, definitely more confident, more comfortable. And like I said, just really enjoying it.
Yeah, which is a
Really,
massive
really
thing. Like, what you enjoy is what you stick to, and all the rest.
Yeah.
Did you know you were a dress size lower? Have you gone shopping?
Well, I literally live in either my work clothes, my pajamas, or my gym gear at the moment.
Yeah.
And we went out for the day on Easter Monday, and I put a pair of jeans on that I hadn't put on in probably, I don't know, 7 or 8 weeks, and they were way too big. And I was like, what the hell's going on? There were stretchy jeans as well, and they were still too big. Obviously, I've got my 40th coming up in about 10 days' time. And what I plan to wear doesn't fit, so I've got to go shopping.
Brilliant.
I've got to
That
go,
is one of the downfalls.
Buy myself something new.
But is it a downfall? You have to go and buy new clothes.
It is when you hate shopping.
Oh, okay. You don't like shopping, yeah.
But yeah, no, dress size smaller as well, which I'm really chuffed about.
Just a quick one. If anyone's watching this, they're considering about working with a PT or beginning their journey, walking into a gym for the first time, like, what would you say?
If they're beginning their journey, definitely go for a PT, 100%. I know we only worked together for a short period of time, but already in my head, I'm thinking, right, okay, I'll give it a couple of months, and I'm probably going to book in again in a few months, and probably going to go, right, okay, let's check in. Let's just make sure that I'm still doing everything right, that my form's still okay, and that type of thing. But most definitely, because I think at the end of the day, you guys are the experts. You know what you're doing, and when you don't have that knowledge, it can be really, really daunting. Especially if somebody is not feeling confident, and it's such an easy way to just give up if you don't understand what you're doing and you don't know what you're doing. So rather than give up, invest some time and some money into it, and at least you know exactly what you're doing. You're at less risk of injury as well. Do you know what I mean? So somebody starting out, it's a no-brainer for me. And somebody who is used to the gym but has never tried a PT, again, definitely, because apart from anything, you hold people accountable.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
for me, that was a massive thing, because I knew that I was going to be seeing you on that Saturday, and I was going to right, okay, yeah, I know I've got to get these sessions in because if I don't, it's going to kill me.
Yeah, totally. No matter, like, you've hit the nail on the head there. No matter who you are or what you know, you will always do better being accountable to someone else.
Of course, yeah, definitely,
Awesome.
definitely. But no, I'd 100% say go for it.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Any
And
closing
I'm,
thoughts?
my daughter actually wants to come to the gym with me now.
Oh, good. Oh, that's nice.
So it's like I'm taking her on Sunday, so it's like bonus. So
Yeah.
I feel that I can give her a little bit of encouragement and advice, probably not as much as you could,
No, totally.
but yeah,
You never know who you can pass it down to as well. Who's going to
exactly,
benefit. Awesome. Thank
exactly.
you so much for doing this.
No problem at all.
Legend.